Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Going to bring you the NBA right here on 2K Sports. This game in Sacramento marks the start of a homestand for the Kings. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been putting on a clinic, Clark, and it has been fun to watch. I mean, with all the calls and bounces that have gone their way as well, it just seems like this is their time.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Toronto right now, they've got Edwards, and it's Schneider in at the pivot, manning the middle. And so here's Sacramento. It's a three-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
So here's Murphy. Sacramento able to drain the three. The dish now to Blake. Fires at the elbow. He squares up and sinks it.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And as Doris provided the details, guys, the way they plan to attack defensively will be key early on, won't it?
Yeah, and early is the key word there, Kevin. If they can string together some stops right away, I think it'll really set the tone.
Which is just what they're going to be after, guys. They love to turn this into a defensive battle.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Now, here is Murphy, guarded by Bryan. And the Kings pushing it up now. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Reverse that one home now. That was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control. Oof.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
So here's Murphy after the Kings pick up 2. Rebounded by Bryan.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Townsend. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now, here is Murphy, averaging 10 points per contest. And again, no good by Toronto. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Memphis.
And I think, Kevin, you know, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't slow down. Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Kicks it to Childress. Can they get it? And he gets it to go. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Mr. Moves. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And there's the pass to Person. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. No good. Raptors trail by 10. Murphy with the ball. Now guarded by Bryan. Poked away. Murphy with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Blake. He's covered by Roy, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Blake's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto. Pass to Person, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. Number 1, the Kings.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success from the free throw line, so I would look for them to continue to attack the rim.
And Murphy kicks to Blake, and taken away by Roy. And now the Kings fast break. Roy's running. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 7 points in the game. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points so far tonight, too.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, well, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach during that last timeout. He made it clear their offense needed to run through Mr. Moves. Coach said he's the player who should be getting the bulk of their touches early on in this game, and that's certainly nothing unusual for someone with his talent. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Toronto with the ball, trailing here by 8. Now, here is Murphy, looking for his first basket still in this one. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
It's Murphy outside.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points.
The jump hook, and that's off the glass and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking. Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of assists.
The feed to Blake, all alone. And again, Toronto no luck.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And the basket by Shaw. Shaw's got his second bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Here's Roy. And that one is hammered home.
I love the aggressiveness with their approach, pounding the ball inside, and it's working.
They are owning this game early. They are constantly finding lanes to the basket.
Here's Childress. Sacramento grabs the miss. Mr. Moves got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Roy. Traps in the tray. Roy's got 7 points.
Well, with this soft D, they're allowing them to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
Yeah, and they're just not offering any resistance, not making anything difficult for them, and they're able to kind of do whatever they want to do.
And Murphy kicks to Blake. Pass to Snyder. Clock at 6. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Sacramento leading by 17. Here's Roy. Misses from close range.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Right wing. Passes to Bryan. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Shaw. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because keeping the ball moving, defense hasn't been able to set up.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Livingston. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Out to the right wing. Blake passes to Livingston. And the foul called on Mr. Moves.
Good ball movement.
Probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
And so both teams making some changes here. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He feeds it to Rose. Here's Hollins. He nailed the buzzer beater!
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure, and it's absolute height.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of
Next Sunday, February 20th, the Brooklyn Net with the second.
On a lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got Livingston. Edwards is out there with Rose. And it's Murphy in at the 1 spot. Roy with the bucket. Roy's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Kings.
Jesse Townsend.
Raptors trail by 13. And here's Murphy. Up top, Childress. There's the pass to Edwards. Dishes to Murphy. Just 5 to shoot from the arc. And the basket by Livingston.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Sacramento leading by 10. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Mr. Moves. He has 5. Takes a shot at the elbow, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Raptors trail by 12. And Murphy kicks to Edwards. To the left side wing. To the paint. Rose. Dishes to Childress. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Childress has got 6 points. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. The shot's good from Bryan.
Now, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Now, here is Murphy. He's guarded by Bryan. Pass to Livingston. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Person.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now, here is Murphy. Tight defense on him. Feeds to Childress. Shot off the pick. That one off the back iron and out.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Murphy passes to Childress. That drops. Childress has got 8 points.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
And the Kings making a change.
In for the Raptors, Wes Schneider.